Global tensions are on the rise. Russia and the Ukraine, China and Taiwan. Did you know that the book of Revelation in chapter 13 describes the world's final superpower? Is it China? Is it Russia? Is it the United States? Or is it some other power that's yet to arise? We will see in just a few moments. My name is Pastor Hiram. I've been teaching on the book of Revelation for about 25 years, and today I'm excited to share with you 7 prophetic clues that identify the world's final superpower. Then I'll give you a bonus one, an 8th one, at the very end. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you see other videos like these, and let's get right into Revelation chapter 13. Revelation chapter 13, the first 10 verses describe the Antichrist beast of Revelation, and then the one who enforces the mark of the beast for the Antichrist, the world's final superpower, is described starting in verse 11. This isn't the Antichrist beast. This is another beast. It says in verse 11, "Then I saw another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb and spoke like a dragon." And so this is not the first beast, the Antichrist beast. It's the world's final superpower that would enforce the mark. In fact, verse 11 says, "And he exercises all the authority of the first beast in his presence, and causes the earth and those who dwell in it to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed." So this is the beast that enforces the mark of the beast. He has all the authority of the mark of the beast. So what is a beast in Bible prophecy? Well, the first beast in Revelation chapter 13 has the body of a leopard, the feet of a bear, and the mouth of a lion. He's made up of 4 beasts found in Daniel chapter 7. A lion, a bear, a leopard, and a beast with 10 horns like the Antichrist beast in Revelation 13. And Daniel 7:17 says these great beasts are 4 kings. And then verse 23 says there the 4th beast is the 4th kingdom. Almost all commentaries down through the years have identified the 4 beasts of Daniel 7 correctly as Babylon, Medo-Persia, Greece, and Rome. So a beast or an animal in the Bible is used to represent a kingdom, a great nation. We do that today. We got it from the Bible, not the other way around. And so today when people talk about a nation represented by a bear or a dragon or an eagle or a lion, the Bible already did that, and it represented certain nations in Bible times that fit the prophecy. So a beast in Bible prophecy is a nation. So we're looking at a great nation that arises in Revelation 13:11, and he comes up out of the earth. These other beasts all came up out of the sea or the waters of Bible prophecy. Now the waters represent peoples, multitudes, nations, and tongues according to Revelation 17 and verse 15. And so if the seas represent multitudes of people, the opposite of the sea is the land or the earth, which is where this beast arises. So it couldn't arise out of the populated areas of the Middle East or of Europe, but out of an area that maybe had been a wilderness. And so number 3, this is a new baby nation when it comes on the world stage. The lion, the bear, the leopard, it didn't say a lion cub or a bear cub. No, it just said a lion or a bear. It didn't say a sheep here, it said a lamb. It used the baby name, if you will. So it's a new baby nation coming on the world scene. And it also has Christian principles. It says in verse 11 here that we read, 2 horns like a lamb. Now, the Lamb of God is Jesus in the Bible, John 1:29. But a nation that would have 2 horns like a lamb must then have Christian principles of some type, right? Would that seem reasonable? And then number 5, a division of power. He has 2 horns. And horns in Bible prophecy represent power. Check out our other videos that talk about that. And then point number 6, has no king, no dictator. He has 2 lamb-like horns, but by way of strong contrast with the first beast of Revelation 13, which has 10 horns, and crowns up on his horns, there's no crowns on the horns of the lamb-like beast. A crown being a fitting symbol of a monarchy or dictatorship. No monarchy, no king for this particular beast or nation. And then number 7, point number 7, and don't forget there's a bonus one coming up in a moment. And it says here in verse 11, "Then I saw another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb," here it is, "and spoke like a dragon." Point number 7, speaks like a dragon, would become corrupted. And so I believe this was a nation that God raised up. You know, God raised up the nation of Israel, right? God can raise up a nation, and I believe this was a nation that God raised up, but that ultimately, like Israel, it would become corrupted. Now, no one could reasonably apply all of Revelation's prophetic clues here, in my opinion, to any other nation other than the United States of America. It's a great nation. When it rose out of a wilderness area as opposed to the populated areas of Europe that then flooded into this nation. It was a new baby nation as it came on the world scene with Christian principles, with a division of power, has never had a king, and my friends, it's safe to say that America has become corrupted in recent years. It's not the moral place that it once was that stood for morality in our world. And so there's other points that prove this decisively that we share when we have more time and do a live event. So make sure you subscribe to our channel so if we do a live event in your area, you can hear about that. Also, my friends, this power, as I look at it as an American, as a patriotic American, I go, should I be concerned that the United States, not China, not Russia, not some other power, but the United States becomes the global enforcer of the mark of the beast? Well, hold on a second. You do know that ultimately the mark of the beast is going to be enforced globally. Would you prefer some occupying power to come in and overthrow our nation and enforce it here on this land? I don't know that I like either option, but I do know what Bible prophecy is teaching here, and that the United States will become the world's final superpower, will become corrupted, and will help enforce the mark of the beast when that time comes. And so look here for your bonus point, and that's found in verse 12. He exercises all the authority of the first beast in his presence and causes the earth and those who dwell in it to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. This point number 8, this beast, the United States of America, gains worldwide influence. We're well on our way now, but according to Bible prophecy, our global power as a nation will yet increase. We have other videos that we hope you'll take time to check out. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so that you're notified when we have a live event in your area, as well as check out and see our other videos as they are released.